Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria is well known to be the base and roots of personalities who have justified the nickname of the state as Fountain of Knowledge. Ekiti State has produced a good number of captains of industry as well as administrators and astute business moguls and educationists. Our interest in this state is not about the beautiful environment or the unusual countryside, but an individual who played significant roles in educational management and development of the state and its people. Chief Olusola Bayode was an illustrious son of Ikere-Ekiti in the southern part of the state. Chief Olusola Bayode was born to Reverend D.F. Bayode and Mrs. G.A. Bayode on 21st February 1939 in Edo State. Young Olusola had his primary education at St. John's Primary School, Ido-Ajinare in 1945 and St. Michael's Primary School, Kemesi-Ekiti from 1950 to 1951. He was admitted into Christ School, Ado-Ekiti, where he obtained his West African School certificate in December 1957. Chief Bayode attended the Nigerian College of Arts, Science and Technology, Ibadan, from 1959 to 1961, and later proceeded to the University College, Ibadan, where he graduated in 1964 with a Bachelor of Arts honors degree in Geography. This foremost educationist obtained a postgraduate diploma in education from the University of Ibadan in 1965 and a certificate in educational management and administration from Moray House College of Education, Edinburgh, Scotland in June 1980. Chief Bayode served as editor-in-chief of the University Geographer magazine of the Geographical Society, University of Ibadan, vice president, University of Ibadan Students Christian Movement, and president, Ikere-Ekiti Students Union. Chief Olusola Bayode taught at Amoye Grammar School, Ikere-Ekiti, where he served as housemaster and vice principal of the school. In 1972, he resumed as pioneer principal of Aisegba Community Grammar School, Aisegba Ekiti. Chief Olusola Bayode resumed as principal Christ School, Ado-Ekiti in 1984, where he served for 10 years until his retirement in December 1994. He served ANCOPS in various capacities up to his election as Ondo State President and National Executive Committee member. As a churchman, Chief Olusola Bayode served as People's Warden, St. Luke's Anglican Church, Uro, Ikere-Ekiti, from 1966 to 1973, Treasurer of the Church from 1976 to 1986, and member of Ekiti Diocesan Synod from 1966 up till he passed on. He was also the Diocesan Assistant Synod Secretary from 1966 to 1979 and Diocesan Synod Secretary from 1979 to 2003. He was a member of the Diocesan Educational Secretary General's Board covering the Old Western Region and Kwara State from 1980 to 1987 and served as chairman, Ilea Abiye Hospital Management Board from 2000 to 2005. This lover of education was a member of the Board of Governors of Amoye Grammar School, Ikere-Ekiti, African Church Comprehensive High School, Ikere-Ekiti, Iluomaba Community High School, and Bobas High School, Ikere-Ekiti. Baba was also a member of the Governing Council Ondo State College of Education, Ikere-Ekiti, member Ikere-Ekiti Local Government Authority, member Ondo State Committee of WAEC, member of the Nigerian National Committee of WAEC, member of the West African Examinations Council representing Nigeria, member WAEC International Examinations Committee representing Nigerian secondary schools, and chairman of Christ School Alumni Elders Forum.
In the name of God the Father,
Amen.
In the name of God the Son,
Amen.
And in the name of God the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Praise the Holy Child of the
was at work, he will put all into that work. After the work, coming home, according to him, he will forget everything relating to the office, and then he did not encourage parents to see him at home or official matters to be brought home. Home is home, work is work. And so one did not tamper with the other. I, as the wife, and the children also, we were very understanding. So that going away on official duties, since we knew what it was all about, we were not bothered. And we encouraged him and supported him. And with that support, he was able to succeed in many. I cannot say all as a human being, but human. But most of his assignments, whenever he handled something, he did it thoroughly. So that was Olusola Bayode for me.
Talking about my dad is one of my favorite pastimes, and practically everybody that I've ever worked with would attest to that fact. When people ask me at work why I always insist on having a clear desk before logging off at the end of the day, I always tell them that my dad would have a fit if I leave any task undone. And that is the influence that my dad has had on my life. This past 16 months since he has gone home has been a journey for us. And when I mean for us, I mean for myself and my siblings, because it's given us the opportunity to reflect a lot on him and who he was to us as a father. One thing that one conclusion we all came to is that we underestimated the influence he had on us and probably maybe didn't appreciate him enough. My father used to say something whenever we disagreed with him on any issue. He would say, "There's method in my madness." This past 16 months have shown us that truly there was a method in this madness. And all the things he told us about, all the things he led us through, are coming to pass one after the other. I look back and I can just say I'm very privileged, I'm very proud, and I bless God that I was seared by a man called Olusola Bayode. He was ahead of his time, and he raised us well. He raised us not to inherit any biases. He raised us not to be snobbish. He raised us to be diligent. He raised us to have a sense of integrity. He raised us to follow due process, not to cut corners. He raised us to be always accountable to the people who have put us, who have endeared us to certain positions. He raised us well, and one special blessing that my dad had was his grandchildren. The sounds of their voices absolutely thrilled him. And I thank God that every single grandchild had relationship with him. Every single one had their own unique relationship with him. And they could say proudly, "Grandpa said this, Grandpa said that."
He was always willing to contribute his quota to human and capacity development, as he also served as vice president of Rotary Club and president in 1988-1999. Chief Olusola Bayode was a recipient of many honors and awards, and these include the Principal of the Year Award by the old Ondo State Government, as Principal of School with the best GCEO level examinations in the state, Christ School Alumni Association Merit Award for Distinguished Services, Ondo State ANCOPS Honors Award for Distinguished Services, and Principal Emeritus of Nigeria PEN Award by the National Body of ANCOPS for Distinguished Services to Education. The Atayeche of Aisegba Ekiti and Mayegun of Emure Ekiti was a Justice of Peace. After his demise, the family came up with ideas to continue to impact positively on the society in line with the dream and aspirations of the late educationist. This gave birth to the Olusola Bayode Foundation, which is committed to pushing his vision to higher levels.
The main aim is that the father's name should not be forgotten. And the father, during his time, like helping the poor. There were days, it is not boasting. While going to church, we will carry parcels of rice, beans, and so for some people. We will give out money. And he was a philanthropist. If any reverend should whisper to him that there are some children, very promising, no money for this, he will give them such reverend. Don't mention my name. He will give out the money. Even at times, I will try to be angry, so to say. I say, somebody was thanking me today. I said, that you have done this. I say, I never told you. Said, it is not necessary when you do something to announce it. I say, when do you mean that while talking to me you are announcing it? You say no, but you preferred it that way. So I am sure the children are thinking along such lines.